folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. Set up. It's a first down play. Direct snap to the back. And he's got it already past the first down marker. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State. Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the score. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers and make the play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? An inside give now from the shotgun. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Run sets up an important third down call for this offense. To throw, it's Mendoza. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Needs a completion here on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
No problem on the snowy field. VAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Offense on the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Or it's snapped to the back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down inside their own 40. Here's the snap, looking to throw. On the move, looking deep. Catch is made way down inside the 30.
Chris, here on 4th down, I thought they might be a little bit more conservative, but give them credit. They take a shot downfield and hit it for the 1st down and much, much more.
The Seminoles lining up here on 1st and 10. There's the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And the Seminoles pick up enough to get a 1st down there. Here comes a throw from the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket. Got a lane. Can he get in? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
They go with a direct snap. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Mendoza. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. It's caught downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. For our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Running out of time in the pocket. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And it's complete downfield. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26. They attack the deep middle of this defense, could come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. They're going to run it. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's got it near the end zone. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for first down and goal.
Well, that would have been a great pass on a beautiful sunny day, but in these elements, and that is a tough thing to do. Outstanding throw and catch.
And the Knowles line it up with first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Seminoles. This offense cannot be stopped.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Miami offense back out onto the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's the end of the first quarter. Florida State 21, Miami 7.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He slings this one deep down the left side. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? He's moving out of the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Now it's second down here. Direct snap to the back. You've seen you're able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set him now with a first and goal.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's third and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one. And now they're in business.
The Knowles hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
So from the 9-yard line, it's second and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Florida State. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-7 game. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket now. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
I'll tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
A change of direction. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
And the point after is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return starts from inside the 20. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some? Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
There's a nice sack by this team. They've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. We'll see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks Once you get him behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big...
Here's the throw deep downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Knowles. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the PAT, it's a 3-touchdown lead, 35-14. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On the ground, it's Fletcher. Football comes out. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Okay, ready?
Offense getting set. Second down play here. To throw, it's Mendoza. Caught quickly. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain on that short throw.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. The quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back for some good yards.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to...
Touchdown, Canes. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They'll run it here. That run moves the ball to the 13-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down. The Seminoles looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's running out of time here. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
We'll lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Can he take it all the way? At the 10 now. Touchdown for the U. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. See if they can convert the point after. The extra point is good. Cuts it to a 7-point game, 35-28. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kickoff fielded inside the 20. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after going a pick 6 last time out here. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's going to take off. Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep the coordinators up at night. You spend so much time.
And the Seminoles are in the red zone. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Or snap to the back. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Noles will line up here on first down and goal. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. That's why he's a dangerous scrambler. The quarterback says, I'm just going to end this scoring drive right here. I'll do it myself.
Yeah, and everybody's covered downfield. The defense has done a pretty good job of containing the offense. The problem is this guy's creativity. I don't know, maybe put a spy, a linebacker on him to try to mirror him when he takes off to scramble.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Number 64, set to kick this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Makes the grab on the right side for a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now
no shot to bring him down. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch, but gets the first down in the process.
First down here for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Looking to scramble. Using his legs here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
He's escaping the pocket now. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the wideout goes in motion. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And they tack on the extra point. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And it's caught from inside the 20. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaking free at the 35. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. The Noles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's looking deep here. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. No press here. The defense backing away. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Second down. We're going to throw it. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So it's third down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. Long enough and good. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So it's first down, but they just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it deep to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Trying to extend the play. And the ball is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Now from the pistol formation. Ball handed off. And he picks up the first down before they get into the ground.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And the Seminoles line up with a first and goal. First and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Florida State. Still no answer for this offense. That's another touchdown, an old-school performance from this running back in a conference championship game.
Yeah, as big as it gets, conference championship on the line, he decides to have his best game of the season in this game. Everybody watching. What a game.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Receivers are bunched together. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. The pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Trying for a 4th down completion. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Looking for the wideout. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this is the chance you take throwing the football in these conditions. I don't know if the quarterback ever had a real good grip on the ball in the snow, puts it up in the air, and the defense is able to come up with a pick.
They go with a direct snap. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Defense is coming after him. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. Now the 40. At the 20. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They begin the series with a 1st and goal. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he scores. Touchdown, Miami. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And the extra point is up and good. Kickoff is fielded inside the 20. He's tackled at the 34 after a decent kick return there.
We'll take over 1st and 10.
The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. Keeping it on the ground here. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from him. And the Knowles hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches. But it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Gets rid of it on the move. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They stop it at 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with a lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
And the junior gets home, making a sack there. And O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12.
Chris, let's tip our cap to this quarterback. He has gotten hit. That's the 4th sack already in this football game. Now, he's thrown for a lot of yards, so it's been one of those cases where either our band is playing or your band is playing. One way or another, you get a lot of fireworks in this game.
Oh, and a chance there for a game-changing interception. Couldn't quite come up with it. Sets up 3rd down now. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. 4th down, look at a throw for it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. They get him down after a short return, but the offensive line from the 44.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Miami offense is back on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? He's found some room at the 45. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down at the 27-yard line. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Sticking with the running game. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
The defense able to stop him at the 2.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looking for a gap. It's Fletcher. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. And the return starts from inside the 20. Brought down at the 29. That's where we'll start the drive. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Direct snap to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still.
He's going for a big play downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. The Noles will come to the line to run the hurry-up. He's throwing for it on fourth down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Oh, it's snapped to the back. The gain is 5, so it's second and 5 now.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking to throw. It's Mendoza. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. There's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown for the U. They'll take the lead in the second half.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Kickoff fielded inside the 20. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. Gain moves the ball to the 34.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing that he's potentially capable of doing it.
And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Miami 56, Florida State 52.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. It's a strong stiff arm. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Seminoles look to keep this drive moving. Receiver in motion now. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Looking for his big tight end. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They go with a direct snap. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Picked off, a crucial turnover. And he's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Knowles. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return.
Whoa, what a play here to take the lead by this defense. You expect your playmakers and your best players on the field to step up when the game's on the line, and that's exactly what this defender did here.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Miami offense is back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Direct snap to the back. He shreds the tackle. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Lets it go on the move, launching deep. Catch made down inside the 25. Finally brought down, but this is a big play. Moves the ball down to the 21.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And here's the handoff. Just trucks the man. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. Man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching the game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down.
Well, a field goal here now on fourth down is obvious. You have a chance in the second half to tie the game up. Think about it. I mean, you're right on the doorstep. What are you going to do? Are you going to tie this game? Or are you going to take the lead?
And it's good right down the middle. And we are tied up now here in the fourth quarter.
Man, I tell you, life of a kicker. This guy's not been called on the entire game. Probably cold as ice on the sideline. But when it matters, as hot as a stove when his number's called.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. State offense heads back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on second inches.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker is coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
He gets into space at the 50. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47. Well, they trust the running game on third down there and come up with a huge chunk play.
Chris, to me, it looked like the defense was just selling out to try to come up with a stop on third down. And once the back got the yards he needed, he looked a little bit surprised. He was still on his feet and looked around and saw that he had room to run and picked up some big yards.
And the Seminoles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. Second down after that previous play. Oh, it's snapped to the back. He shreds the tackle. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. So a great return following. Able to get him down.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Back to pass. It's Mendoza. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete and nearly intercepted yet again. Second down now.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
They go with a direct snap. Has the first down and more. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Kirk just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but there's no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
First and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Getting set. Here's second down. And they'll take a knee, sets up a potential game-winning field goal here. And the defense stops the clock with a timeout. 29 seconds left.
Timeout, Florida State.
Can they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal? And the offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining.
Miami.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. It's good. What a way to win a conference championship. Now, it's always a special year and a moment these players will never forget. They can call themselves champions of the ACC. With everything they put into it, now the spotlight will get even brighter. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out how they'll fare against the other best teams in the country. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.